Hello everyone, this is e-learning here. I'm a PhD candidate at Guangzhou University of Chinese Medicine, and today we're going to introduce this app, Point of Care ICU Database. Okay, patients in ICU produce a large amount of data every day. Equipment including monitor, ventilator, point of care blood gas analyzer, and hospital information system are scattered from bedside to office or medical staffs. So data produced in ICU is everywhere. Secondary transcription of this data is inefficient and error-prone because of illegible handwriting. And there are also some complicated and time-consuming scoring systems, such as the APACHE II score, SOFA score, etc. Single-sheet paper form of this scoring system are widely used in small and medium-sized ICU in China, owing to a shortage of funds. These paper schemas of data is difficult to retrieve or manipulate in clinical practice. Customized point-of-care database is an ideal way to solve these problems. The advanced information technology made it possible for doctors to develop a database for themselves, and medical staff can collect data at the bedside with a mobile device which is connected to local area network host. Here we released a demo of English localization version. It's based on part of our self-developed customized app, Point of Care ICU Database, which has been used in our department. A database usually has several accounts or roles with different privilege sets, and similarly, we set several different accounts in this case. PI, Principal Investigator, which has a full privilege to edit, delete, print, or export data. CRA, Clinical Research Associate, and here CRA is responsible for source data verification. Sub-I, Sub-Investigator. In this case, it mainly refers to the patient's doctor in charge. In China, ICU patients are usually divided into several groups, depending on the doctor in charge. DEC, Data Entry Clerk, which is responsible for the entry of clinical data. Follow-up clerk, which is responsible for the collection of follow-up data. And here is the detailed configuration for each account. You can log in the database with the default accounts and the corresponding initial password. After logging in, you can change the password in setting. So, without further ado, let's talk about how to use this app. Firstly, you should install FileMaker Pro 17 Advanced on your PC or Mac. If you want to use the QR code in this case, you need to install the QR code plugin we upload on GitHub. And here is the installation instructions. Of note, with the QR code plugin, we have a better way to navigate to a specific record, and we will talk about this later. When installation is finished, double-click Point of Care ICU Database. After logging with a user account, you will see two navigation panels, ICU General Database and Electronic Data Capture. ICU General Database contains patient basic information, APACHE II score, SOFA score, and other common tools. EDC contains data of patients included in clinical study. Here, we click the ICU General Database, and then we will go to the patient information interface. The upper part is a navigation bar. It will get us to the corresponding interface. And the other action button allows the user to perform a command. When cursor hovers over an icon, we can see the types of action button. It should be noted that all the information here are randomly field divided. Now, let me show you how to create a new patient. Click the New Patient button. And we will go to fill out the new patient information. First name may be Chris, last name Ning, full name Chris Ning, and we will fill out the following sections randomly. We all know that the same patient may be admitted to ICU multiple times. So here we set up an ICU ID to differentiate patients admitted to ICU. As we can see, ICU ID is composed of patient ID, date of ICU admission, and time of ICU admission. And theoretically, the same patient may be readmitted to ICU within an hour. So we provide the down to the minute precision ICU ID. ICU ID is a unique code that connects data in each module. It cannot be empty. And once you have confirmed the ICU ID, do not change it. Now we have finished the basic information. The date of discharge and other information will be completed later. Back to the previous interface. Okay, here we can see several search boxes, and you can search one or more keywords in arbitrary combination. For example, you may enter CN in initialism search box to find Chris Ning that we just filled out. You can also enter his patient ID to find him. You may use any combination of keywords to perform a result set of all qualified keywords. And then you can view the data visually according to the keywords. Back to the previous interface. Here we can see the plus icon is in the column of APACHE II. So we click the new APACHE II button. And then we will go to the APACHE II interface to fill out these items. Once you have filled out all the items in this table, the value of APACHE II score and the predicted mortality will be calculated automatically. Back to the control panel, we can see APACHE II score is done, and if any item is empty, the status of APACHE II is an unloading icon. Other modules are similar to the APACHE II described above. You just need to follow the command prompts. EDC should be adjusted according to the specific condition of your study. In this case, we assume an observational study. Data entry clerk need to include the patients who meet inclusion criteria, and divide them into different groups according to the specific factors. Follow-up clerk will fill out the follow-up information. They are blind to the identity and the group information of patients. All they need to do is collect the survival data by telephone at regular intervals. In this case, we set a fixed interval of 30 days. No matter when the inclusion date is, the patient's survival status at day 60 can be realized by follow-up telephone up to 3 times. When the date of follow-up is reached and no follow-up is conducted, the control panel of EDC will have an icon of alert to remind the follow-up. In particular, the software can be used on PC, Mac, iPhone, or iPad standalone or connected to a LAN host. Let me show you how to share the database with other devices. Click the Settings Sharing button in turn, and then click OK. Next, you can connect other devices to the LAN host. Before connect iPhone or iPad to LAN host, you need to go to the App Center to install FileMaker Go 17. After installation, tap Hosts, choose the server, then choose the app. We can also make a signature in specific record via iPhone or iPad. For example, create a new ICU daily goals checklist. Here we can insert a signature, and then you can print this checklist with a signature. You can also scan QR code to quickly find the records without typing a keyword. On PC or Mac, you may need a barcode scanner to do this. Here we go. Click the scan button and then press the scanner trigger, and it will quickly locate to the specific record. On iPhone or iPad, you can use the built-in camera to complete the navigation. Tap the scan button. Aim camera at the QR code. You will see the record we are looking for. Client-server architecture is conducive to synchronizing data transfers. Once you change data on your device, data can be automatically updated on the host, and vice versa. You can also use this app on iPhone or iPad standalone without a host, but it may cause problems with multi-user operations and data synchronization. Okay, this is a brief introduction of point of care ICU database, and we can use mobile devices to input and synchronize data at bedside in ICU. His system, though many small and medium-sized ICUs in China are not tailor-fitted. Medical staffs in some ICUs even use paper forms to perform APACHE II score, SOFA score, or case report form, etc. Therefore, the pattern of self-developed database may be a better solution to solve the data management of ICU. Physicians in ICU are more aware of the problem they face in clinical work than software engineers without medical background. And finally, this is a demo of the English localization version. It's based on part of the Chinese version we use in clinical practice. Any bugs or questions, please contact me, ningyile@qq.com. And here is the download link. You can download the latest stable release.